The amount of shady things that countries did when they were trying to figure out how to deal with nerve agents is wild. I was doing some research for my YouTube video on chemical weapons, and while we did learn a lot, it was just not pretty how we did it. So in 1915, when chemical weapons started getting introduced in World War I, the British established a chemical research facility called Porton Down. And then after World War I and World War II, when the Germans came up with nerve agents, they decided, hey, we need to figure out ways to combat these nerve agents. And how did they do that? They tested on human subjects. One of these people being a 20-year-old soldier named Ronald Madison back in 1953. So Ronald Madison offered to volunteer for an experiment where he would be given a 3-day pass and 15 shillings, which he was going to use to buy an engagement ring for his girlfriend. And all he had to do was participate in this experiment where they tested something on him. Do you want to know what they tested on him? Sarin, the nerve agent. And unfortunately, after being infected with it, even though he was given a treatment, he did end up dying. And they ended up covering his death up until the 70s when things started getting declassified, at which point his family was offered £100,000 as compensation. But believe it or not, this is not the only country to do that, because the US also did the exact same thing at Edgewood Arsenal. But ultimately, every single thing I've researched about chemical weapons and chemical weapons development has been thoroughly unpleasant.